viewers, you're welcome back. Joining us at the studio at this moment is the author of the songs you just listened to. We are talking about Cameroon veteran artist, Ihims. Let's welcome to the studio our own artist. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So please tell these beautiful viewers out there, who is Ihims?
Ihims is in Tico.
Okay.
Ihims is a songwriter, a guitarist, and a strong one at that.
Okay.
Yeah, Ihims is also molding young artists like Jane Ihims, who sang the African Nation. Do you know African Nation song?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's
the popular song.
Yes,
okay.
Africa Lele. And now I am training another group of young artists in Douala who are coming up. So
okay.
Ihims is an all-round musician.
Can you give an applause for him? You just heard from him. He's doing a lot, so that's nice. So what first got into music, sir?
Yes, I got into music professionally in 2005.
Okay.
When I got my first album. But music as a whole, it has been something from childhood. Everybody has been listening to music. Okay. I was piping the flute in the school band, and throughout my secondary school, in high school, I did a beagle, and along the line, I started learning the guitar to play, and that's how Ihims has been struggling with music up to today that I have this name that I have.
That's interesting. Now you're training a group of people to be singing like you. What's the reason behind this? What's the motivation?
Yes, what motivated me is to Acapella.
Okay.
And I just have decided to sacrifice time to train people who are interested.
Okay. So the goal is to see others grow just the same way you have been growing so far in the field.
That's it.
So who is that person that have inspired you to do what you are doing at this moment when it comes to music?
Yes, my mentor is the late Charles Etubenya, may his soul rest in peace.
Okay.
Yeah, he taught me how to train other people, because in music, with the abundance of talent that we have, you cannot make a name and stay there.
Okay.
Yeah, without training other people. That's why I'm also appreciating and copying from somebody like Petit Pays in Cameroon,
okay.
who is also trying to train other young people. Because if you want to remain standing, train people to stand.
Okay, so those are your mentor. Now, what is the process like?
I work mostly with nature.
Okay.
Yeah, when I'm to write a new song, sometimes I go to riversides, I play my guitar, and the rhythm of the water will give me another inspiration. That's my strength in composition and writing of songs.
Talking about that, how do you describe what you create?
Grassfield acoustics is what I'm actually doing.
Okay.
Because I started in general music.
Like you're doing everything.
Yeah, but now I want to specialize on my acoustic.
Do one thing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Please give him an applause. We also talk about who, if you were looking like, okay, which is the best time you would love to create? Is it in the night? Is it during the day? My
best time to create is during the night.
Okay.
Yes, because music is it is zero de l'esprit in French. Yeah, so in the night, that is when the spirit is high. That way, even most shows, big shows, are mostly done in the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, looking at where you want to specialize, who do you want to do a collab with?
I would like to do a collab with somebody like Mola Mungombe.
Okay.
Yeah, because he too is doing acoustic.
Yeah, what you are doing.
Yes, and I would like to do a collab with somebody like Rishabona. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of them who are doing acoustic music, I would like to collaborate with them.
All right. Now, going for an open show, who will you want to go for an open show with?
For an open show, I would like to go for an open show with anybody, because the music field is like the sky, which is too wide for two birds to clash. So what I would do, it would be different from what the other person would do, and all of us would impress the audience.
What's the most funniest talent you have?
Humor.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you get us laugh a bit?
Yeah, I can. You see, I like the Barondo people.
Okay.
They have a kind of accent that I admire. One day we were walking the farm with my father, and we just heard one Barondo papa shouting, "Mwerie, Mwerie." my father said, Mr. Sakwe, what did happen? I said, look at me, oh, this Bikin, this is Monguni Bikin. The road comes small bang, Natua River for us from there. The road move and only for up where they come, and they do Kurif, and they go and do Kurif, only for she there, this is Monguni Bikin. The road move only for up. So I like the way they put the R.
Okay.
In there.
So that's the okay. What about the most useless talent you have?
The most useless talent I have is when I want to be stupid. Though not useless, it's still useful too.
Okay.
Yes, but my best time in life is when I'm defecating.
Wow, that's interesting. Did you get that? Now, if you were not doing music, what will you be doing?
If I were not doing music, I would have taken my comedy side more stronger.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting. So
Because
what do you do apart from doing music?
I'm also serving the Cameroon CDC,
Okay.
Cameroon Development Corporation. Yes.
That's interesting. So if someone could ask you to do an acapella of any of your songs, what would that be?
I would like to do Peter Cry.
So can you do us
Yes.
like 2 seconds?
Ukuo, uku no babande. Ukuo, uku no babande.
Oh, wow.
It's a song which is very pathetic.
Okay, what inspired that song?
Yeah, the death of a friend's wife, Peter's wife.
Okay.
Peter, who was my friend, they lost the wife in childbirth process.
Okay.
So I didn't like that incident
Really touched you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. So what inspired the other song, Johnny?
Johnny, yes. Johnny is, when we used to grow, there was a reader, there was a novel we used to read, Sanda Eba, in those days, CDC Life in the Camp. So Johnny was one of those kind of he-goats who would go behind people's wives, and it was a payday, people went to collect their pay. Johnny instead went to somebody's wife's house, and unfortunately for him, the man came back and caught him in the process, and he was beaten and taken to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you decided to showcase that to the limelight?
Yes.
Okay. So now, how many songs do you have so far?
I have a lot of songs, but those that are really in my repertoire are close to 150.
Okay.
And then many more that have not yet passed through the studio with.
No EP yet? No EP?
A lot. I have 3 successful EPs.
Okay.
now.
So, how long have you been doing this music? I mean, the years that you've been practical about it.
So I started doing music professionally in 2005, as I said. But before then, I've been doing music in the cabaret. Yeah, we used to have a small mobile band in those days. We were moving around. I was a rhythm guitarist.
Yeah.
Along the line, I went to Concours de la Chanson, Brasserie.
Okay.
Yeah, and in 2000, I was supposed to make it in 2000, but I came late and I was eliminated for coming late.
Okay.
I got angry. I said I started working now on my own personal songs. I would release my music myself now.
Okay.
That's how I got into professional music in 2005.
Okay, now that was then. Talking about now, how do you feel the internet has impacted our music business, the music industry in general?
Yes, that's true. The internet has really impacted our music. But to me, it is just coming to add to what the Africans were doing to market their own music.
Yes.
You know,
because I know then you people were just doing it. It was not as like too much excess as people doing on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram. So how is it like? How do you feel the internet actually evolved and then impacted the music industry?
Yes, it has impacted the music so well. It has given us a lot of exposure, and it has also given us the room to carry our music to the world, which is a good thing. Yeah, but in those days, we used to have a way to we're selling our music.
Okay.
When you release your album, you have distributors. The same day you release, your music is already all over the world, and they count you on how many plates you have sold, and in that sense we could evaluate our musicians and bring them to giving them best artist of the year.
Okay.
But with the online system, you cannot access.
Yeah, those things.
Yes,
so, in short, you're saying that you're encouraging other artists out there to do the same. I mean, if there's a means that we can still do the internet and still do that one, you encourage?
Yes, I will encourage.
Okay.
It will be so good.
All right.
And it will give the artists more opportunity to sell themselves.
I know they are getting out there. Now, what's your view about the 80/20 campaign online? Now, this is a view where the people are or the CY, who is the main brain behind this, campaigning for the playing of 80% content, which is local content, and 20% of foreign content. I know you must have come across that. What's your view?
Yes, my view is that it's really true. Most countries around the world, you will see that they spend much time on their culture than other cultures.
Okay.
Yes, it is true that we have to listen to other cultures, other people play. It's true. But when we come to marketing, we have to do a persuasive publicity of our own culture.
Okay.
And try by all way to push it down the throats of other people. Yes. Let us don't go very far. Just go only to Nigeria here.
Yeah.
Yes, you hardly. In fact, my daughter who is there, Jane Ihims, she's in Nigeria now. She told me that there, even in the nightclub, if you wanted to do Cameroonian music, you have maybe to tip the DJ.
Okay.
So it's not just like they will just you will
play
just sit
if you
and
don't
see
do
the
that.
surprises the population.
Yes.
No, and even if the DJ is playing a song, the population itself, they will be angry with the DJ. Yeah, so you see, it's something that we too have to emulate.
Okay, do aggressive marketing.
Charity begins at home. If you cannot consume your own food, you are telling other people that it is bad food that you are cooking. So you have to start by consuming your own thing before consuming another person's thing.
But I also get side rumors from people saying that they don't consume Cameroonian music because most of the artists don't do what they're supposed to do. Like somebody singing something like, I'm a dog, call me dog, woo woo. Maybe they just sit back and do music that it's not good music. That's why maybe they don't promote it or they don't support it. What's your view?
No, it is true that, sometimes as an artist, when you are coming up, you have an audience you are targeting.
Okay.
Yes. The truth is that our work cannot be like now I'm doing music. It is not everybody that would like to.
Yeah, like what you are doing. Yeah.
But I have my audience that I'm targeting. So if we have our young people come up, they have their own audience that they are targeting. So when they are playing their own music, you might not like it, but they have their audience. But the truth is that when you play our songs, Cameroon is one of the most richest countries in Africa in terms of
songs, music,
culture.
Okay.
Yes. Cameroon is almost like we represent many parts of Africa. You come here, you have Muslims, you have Christians, you have all kinds of people here and all kinds of culture. Like in the Peter Kaya album that I did, it was a survey of all the cultures in Cameroon. If you go in that album, you have Makossa, you have Bamenda, you have Bikosi, you have Salam Alaikum, which is from the far north, and that is what yielded me an award in Canada in 2008.
Okay.
Yeah, for doing a survey, for doing that, preaching national integration through music.
All right. So in short, you're saying that the viewers out there or the fans out there should get to support their own.
That's it.
All right. So what do you think the government of Cameroon can do to also enhance or do the betterment of the music industry in Cameroon? That is 237 music industry in particular. What can the government do to enhance it?
One, the government can sponsor our culture by doing what? By building avenues where we can showcase big festivals.
Okay.
Yes, that's what the government can do. The government, we can have a national band that they themselves can organize some kind of cultural festival that will be going around the 10 regions.
Okay, like a tour.
Like a tour.
Okay.
Yes, and then the government can also help us, the artists, to bring like YouTube. It's not represented very much in Cameroon.
Okay.
We don't have an office for YouTube like if you have to do to monetize, you go through a lot of stress.
A lot of process. Okay.
Yeah, but if the government can, work with people,
get such things in Cameroon,
it will be good for us.
Okay. But do you think if we get it, do people use it?
Like if you have a government polytechnics, you don't have a music faculty.
Okay.
If they can have music faculties attached to some of these polytechnics. For people, because not everybody in the class who can be in a class, you will be passing your mathematics. I will be failing, but I'm not a bad student.
You're not a dull
student. They have not just
yeah.
given me opportunity in my field, which is music.
Yeah. But do you think that a student can still go to school and then back at home you still practice the music? So that doesn't stop it.
So back at home, who will be a good teacher for you to study?
Oh, we have pros like you to do that.
But we are doing it.
Yeah, at the other side. Yeah, I understand.
Limited, yeah.
Okay.
I don't have the opportunity to have a big crowd in front of me to teach them.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you could have the big crowd, you welcome them and of course you teach them.
That is it.
Are you married?
Yes, I am married.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm married, the father of 6, but still searching.
Oh.
Because I'm from a chiefdom and we marry a lot of women.
So can you describe to us the kind of woman you're searching for, you're looking for? You never can tell. Maybe I will locate one for you.
Yes, I'm looking for a fat woman who has stretch marks, who when she sleeps, she snores to drive away mosquitoes.
Okay. All right, you heard that very well. So if you know you fit that description, do it to contact us after the show. Now, personally, in your opinion, what can be done? You gave the side of the government, what the government can do to better the music industry. What can be done, in your opinion, to better the industry?
In my own opinion, like a person or like...
Yeah, like Ben Ihims.
Like Ben Ihims. A way we can still better our music to is, one, when you know that you want to sing your traditional, you go to the village and see those people in the village to teach you the tradition very well. Because sometimes if they are refusing to consume it, it is because we are doing it the wrong way. Okay. Yes. If you want to do njang, meet those people who do njang in the real way, let them teach you that you can now come and beef it up with a westernized instrument like guitars and other things to make it go well, Okay. But if you don't go down to meet those people in the village to teach you the culture, and if you want to do njang, do it in the way that they will know that this is njang. People will have a feeling for njang. You have to
don't go and scratch the surface of it.
Don't go and do something up, and the people will blast and they will say you're not doing the real thing.
They want to get the real stuff.
And in most cases too, when you are an artist and you are going to the studio, try to learn a little bit of music theory. Because most times you take a song to the studio, and if you don't know music theory, the sound engineer can divert the song to a different thing. Okay. Yeah, you find a song which you thought would be a blues, they may turn it to become a zouk song. But if you have the sense of music theory, you can direct the kind of beat.
Wow. You talk so much about beats. Do you produce your beats yourself?
No, I don't produce my beats myself. I go to the studio, I want to do makossa. Okay. And when I'll give it, because makossa, you have 2 or 3 kinds of makossa beats, but it's makossa. Yeah. But there is another one that is going more like dombolo. Okay. There's another one which is going like zouk, but it's still makossa. Right. But now I will tell you, I want makossa root, which is going like how do they call this real typical makossa beat, like what Saleh John is doing. They call it. They still have a lot.
There are a lot of them, though.
Yeah, a lot of it's like that. But you will know what you want.
Yeah, you choose what you want.
Yeah, the bad part of it is when you don't know what you want.
Yeah, you choose what you want.
They will give you what they can do.
Okay. You've been doing music for so long. There are others, I see them, they start today, tomorrow they are quitting because it's difficult. So what are the challenges you've been facing so far?
Yes, to get into music is one thing. To tarry and triumph is another thing. Okay. And what is it? Is inspiration. When you get into music and your inspiration is not strong enough, you will find yourself dropping along the line. Okay. And some people go into music because times are hard. It's not like they have the calling. In fact, all jobs on earth, you have to have a calling for it. Yeah, if you don't have a calling. When you don't have, you are coming in like an opportunity. You're flying blind. That is it. Okay. So when you run out of inspiration, you are out of music.
Okay. Now, what have you achieved? What can you be boastful about it? Like, when you look at your career when it comes to music, what have you achieved?
I've achieved my wife and children.
Okay.
I've achieved my land.
Okay.
Yeah, I've achieved driving 3 cars.
Okay.
Based to music. I've achieved a lot of relationship connections. Yes. So music has given
A
me
lot.
a
Now,
lot of
talking,
things.
how did you achieve your wife through music?
Yes.
She saw you singing, she loved the way you sang or something?
No. The music gave me money to pay her bride price.
Oh,
Yes.
I see. That's interesting.
Yes.
So,
She knew I could sing, I could play guitar, but I didn't have money to marry her. But I had a show that yielded me the money to pay for her bride price. And from there, I started making children, growing them up and sending them to school through music, which is a good thing.
I'm also supposed to ask you if music pays your bill, because you have already concluded that it does pay your bills.
Yes, during those good days.
Okay.
But now, it's like not going is like going is like not going, because a lot of things have come into it to disturb the music industry around the world and Africa
In
Cameroon
particular.
in particular.
So what have changed? What are those things that have been disturbing? What are those
Yes.
things that have hindered the hindrance of artists getting to earn the way you usually earn, like you're stating?
Yes, like in those days when you release your music, there were no too many avenues for piracy.
Okay.
If you had 1,000 discs, because the music was coming out on a disc,
Okay.
where you have your 1,000 plates, nobody can reproduce them. You sell them when they get finished, you produce more. So you were sure. And then the copyright corporations too were very, very faithful. Yes. When you register your music with them, your music is playing, they would count your time the music is playing, and then prepare your pay slip at the end of it and pay your money without. But today, the copyright corporations are the way they are. Look at like the areas that they have just paid. A lot of people are crying. A lot of people, their names are not even featured.
Do you have any solution for that? Any solution?
Yes, the solution for that is just that let us go back to
The drawing board.
being sincere
Okay.
to ourselves. Artists have been split into so many camps.
Okay.
And this camp will bring their candidate, these other people bring their, it has become a political arena. If I don't support you, you go up, I don't see anything. Where you come down, my own person goes up. So the thing is, it is just any kind, any
To bias.
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, see, so many musicians today do not even have interest in the copyright in Cameroon.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what message do you have to the fans, to the artists out there, younger artists? What message do you have for them?
The younger artists, one message I have for the younger artists is that, like this authors right thing we're talking about, the copyright corporation, most of them don't even just have the time to come there.
Okay.
Yes, because they feel that maybe they are more or bigger, they are too big for the copyright corporation, for copywriting, but which is not true. It is good that everybody comes on deck so that we bring ideas and fight it out and fix it for the tomorrow generation. You should not fight only for something that will benefit you. You can fight really for the generations to come.
Okay.
So if they are shying away, it is not a good sign. So we have all left it in the hands of the very old people who are using the thing now in the way. So even the young people, what they are working at, they are not the people enjoying it because they have allowed it for other people to decide their fate.
Okay. Any last words for the viewers out there?
Yeah, for the viewers, they should still have confidence in us. They should still trust us, though we are passing through hot waters for now. But we are trying our best to keep music in Cameroon afloat.
Okay.
We don't want to kill it completely.
Okay.
And those who are saying that Makossa has died, Makossa has not died.
Okay.
Makossa has just given way for another branch to go up.
Yeah.
After all, this is not the first time that Makossa is going down.
Yeah.
We can remember that when Coupe de Calais came, Makossa went down. When Zaiko came, Makossa went down. When Zoo came, So everything has a dispensation.
Okay.
Then Makosa will still come back, which is our culture. And then Njang in Bamenda, I'm encouraging a lot of people to go into our own reading, like Njang, which is selling all over the world now.
Okay.
So that we can keep some of those readings afloat. Because if you go now in the Francophone area, we have Makosa and Bikusi.
Okay.
So you come to the English, we have Chacha and Njang.
Okay.
And the Bayangi, this system, which is now the key readings which are
they are coming up, okay. Encouraging
them.
that.
Yes.
Now, while I asked you that, I was expecting you to tell them if there's any upcoming project.
Yes, there is an upcoming project. Like I said in the beginning, I said I want to go back to my grassroots.
Okay.
To do grass field acoustic. What is grass field acoustic? Grass field acoustic is Njang rhythm, which I want to take only on acoustic.
Okay.
That's why I'm calling it graphy acoustic.
Okay.
So that when you do Njang on the acoustic system, I will carry it to the world.
All right. So where can one meet you after this show? Where can the viewers out there meet you after this? I mean, when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about those social media platforms, like on Facebook. How can they get to you?
Ihims.
Okay. Instagram, Twitter.
All is one name I'm using.
Okay, Ihims all the way.
You go to Instagram, it's Ihims. TikTok is Ihims. Twitter is Ihims.
Okay.
Everywhere.
TikTok.
Ihims.
All right.
But on TikTok, I mostly post my phone.
Ah, I see.
But music, you can get it on YouTube. You can get it on Instagram.
Okay.
Yes. The Facebook is a general place. I post everything. I have a Facebook page. When you go there, you see everything.
Ihims, everything you do.
There's comedy, there is music.
All right. So, can you do a shout out for CMTV and for StarBILANG in particular?
What is that?
A shout out like keep watching CMTV, keep watching StarBILANG.
Yes, sir. Yes. This is Berinyu, sir. You are favorite artist from CMTV. Is the place to be, is the place that will take us to our expected end. Thank you very much.
A shout out for StarBILANG in particular. StarBILANG is a show where we are. This is StarBILANG where we help, like we interview artists. We also encourage them and we also promote them on StarBILANG show.
Yeah, so you keep watching CMTV and keep promoting StarBILANG, which is the avenue, a platform for artists who want to make it in life. Thank you very much.
Last words, shout out to some few people.
Some few people, I will not forget, I have my best friend in Boya.
Okay.
She's an artist too.
Okay.
They call her Princess Leia. She's a queen from Kupe Maniguba. I like the way she sings. She's very diverse. She sings in so many languages. I admire her. She's in Boya. Kudos to her. I greet her very much. I greet my father, Ngum, Samuel, Ntiko, and I greet my daughter, Ihims, who is doing music now in Nigeria. That was said if we could have a polytechnic like teaching music, she would have stayed here to study.
Okay.
But she has decided to go out to study. So those are the people for now that I can remember them, my host of fans.
Wow.
I love all of you.
It was a pleasure having you here, and I know our beautiful viewers out there, they were excited having you on set. I felt like we could keep talking and talking all the way, but as it is, we have to quit for other interesting programs because this is the StarBILANG show and we have other things to do. Now, I know the description of the wife you're searching for is out there. Maybe she will get to you after this show. And please, I'll be right back. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll be right back to that.